Open carry.
Thanks, Bill. What a great recommendation. Hey, Bill, what makes Brenna's parents different?
Mom and Dad are both safe because they're packing.
And Stephen Colbert, what's the book about?
And it tells the heartwarming story of Brenna.
Nice summary. And Stephen agrees with Bill on what makes Brenna's parents different.
Unlike other parents, Brenna's mom and dad carry loaded weapons openly, which might make her feel different. But her father reassures her that, Brenna, there is evil in this world, and we want to protect you the best we can. When seconds count, the police are minutes away. What a beautiful bedtime story.
And be sure to check out the #1 best-selling children's book in government category at Amazon.com or at myparentsopencarry.com.
Yeah, welcome back to At Odds. I'm Nate. That's Brian over there.
Howdy-ho.
So the question before the break, Brian, it was which two presidents are buried at Arlington National Cemetery?
And I said there was a clue.
There was a clue.
At the beginning of our show.
And I remember mentioning these presidents at the beginning. We had a guess of Lyndon B. Johnson and Nixon.
Yeah, those are not correct. Good guesses. But we did a soundbite from December 7th, a day that'll live in infamy. If you knew what president that is.
I don't.
It wasn't one. It wasn't him. So, actually, it was William Taft.
It was Taft.
And John F. Kennedy.
Yep. So, she did revise her.
Oh.
And said Kennedy.
Yeah,
so
that
was right.
Good for her.
Yep. 50%. That's almost still failing.
50%.
That's okay.
Yeah.
No, hey, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
No, 1 out of 2. Oh, what is that?
I don't know.
No, it's 1 out of 3. What's that song?
What were we listening to before the show? What was that crap that you said was on a commercial? It was horrible.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Something about Beth.
Beth, I hear you calling.
Does anybody know that?
I don't. Come. It was like Kiss's #1 single 45 for made him millions and millions of dollars. It's Peter Krim.
First of all,
Peter Krim was the singer and was a co-author. Writer of the song.
Okay.
Even though members of Kiss said he had nothing to do with writing that. It was written by somebody else.
Can I
jump in there?
You know what's really ridiculous about that, everything that you just said, is you didn't know a bit of that before you saw that damn car commercial.
That's right. I heard the song.
You decided to spend precious minutes of your life researching a song.
That's what I do.
From a commercial.
That's what I do.
I know it's what you do, and it's brilliant because it fills our show with tons of
trivia,
excellent and entertaining
information.
Speaking
of that, you want to do
say
this
fodder, but information's
day
good.
in
That's
history.
Fine. Yes.
Speaking of FDR, this day in history. In 1942, Franklin Delano Roosevelt issues Presidential Proclamation number 2537, requiring aliens from World War II enemy countries, Italy, Germany, and Japan, to register with the United States Department of Justice.
Yeah.
Registrations were then issued a certificate of identification for aliens of enemy nationality, which was followed up a couple of months later by locking up all the Japanese Americans.
Yeah. So, no, it's a good thing. That's actually when they created Area 51 to keep the aliens.
I'm not positive, but I think that's an entirely different alien.
I don't know.
They aren't citizens of the U.S. You are correct. So technically they would be aliens if they should land here.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's exactly the same aliens. And we weren't at war with them. They weren't on the enemies list of Germany,
I don't know.
Japan, and Italy.
There's evidence that we have been at war with aliens.
Okay, what's the evidence?
I saw a documentary.
Okay, History Channel probably.
Well, it turns out the good news is we have a peace treaty now, a truce of some sort
with aliens.
But what we had to do in exchange for them not vaporizing us, we actually.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Are you listening?
I'm listening, man.
The United States government had to agree to allow them to abduct a certain percentage of the population.
Well, that makes sense.
Unfortunately for us,
they brought them back?
They broke the contract, and they've abducted many more than they were supposed to since that agreement was put in place. They got a little greedy. They did.
Why the anal probes? That's what I wonder. I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering.
You don't know their life.
Yeah, I don't know. What?
I'm saying, don't judge people.
Maybe they don't have anuses, these aliens.
You don't know. And they're like, what is this? What is this
purpose
for?
is this? And why is it so close to the fun area?
It's extremely inefficient.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. Were we done with State of the Union?
We're trying to kill some time. Yeah, I guess.
Speaking of aliens. And
you wanted to talk just briefly, because it's going on now probably, or will,
what?
the GOP debate.
Oh, yeah.
And how Rand Paul was
didn't-
screwed.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, kind of. Right? He didn't actually...
Are you saying...
I'm saying he didn't actually meet the criteria that a private business put forth to, decide who gets to be in the debate, in the main stage debate. So the GOP, they've been having this early one, like the B team, right?
Right.
Where it used to be.
He's not going to go there,
Graham
is he?
and crap. Well, that's
the question.
I don't know. He may be there now. I don't know. It's probably over by now. But
I thought he was
going to boycott. Yeah,
I wouldn't go.
Yeah, and you know what that did for him? It gave him a ton of media coverage.
Huh.
He spent all day on the radio, on television stations, everything, talking about how he's not going to go to the debate.
It says we have a soundbite.
No, it doesn't say that. It says that's a note for before the show. Hey, let's grab a soundbite.
Yeah, I know. I was putting you on the spot because you didn't do it.
We didn't do that at all.
Yeah, we forgot all about it. That's what happened when we start playing gin and rummy before the show.
And drinking gin.
And rumming
and rum.
Yeah,
so I think that's good. Really smart of him, right? I mean, he's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right. He's got nothing to lose.
What is it? He's like a spoiled kid that doesn't want to go to the debate because he's not getting his way. Shouldn't he go there and say what he thinks anyway?
It is a platform for him.
Yeah.
So,
but again, not nearly as big of a platform as he got by not going.
No,
I don't know that Fox Business Network, who's hosting the debate, if they've had him on or not.
The one thing, though, is if he does do it, I'm sure he'll be the best one on there and will kick ass and make some good, poignant points. And hopefully some sound bites will come out.
That's likely true. I think it's probably over and he's not going to do it. But I think that would be true if he was in the main debate, too, right? I mean, Ted Cruz, he has some competition there, but Ted Cruz isn't even eligible to be president.
That's what we're hearing, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Haven't we gone through this a few times?
I don't think we have gone through it. So,
they said that about McCain. He was born in Panama, so he's not eligible to run.
Yeah,
I think the Democrats were saying that.
And George Romney as well.
Oh yeah, right.
Same thing, right?
But was he born in Mexico?
Yes.
Or was he?
Yeah, Mexico. Yeah.
Yep. I know his father was Mexican,
and it was kind of settled. You know what's weird? John McCain's jumping on the bandwagon for the Ted Cruz thing.
That is strange. I didn't hear that.
Well, come on.
That can't be
right.
Ted
Cruz doesn't want to bomb enough people. Right. John McCain's ready to go back to war.
Yeah, but I mean, he's kind of a rhino. I mean, I can't see him.
Kind of a rhino?
Okay.
Come on.
He's a white rhino.
Yeah, it's...
a great white rhino.
Those are rare, but they're not, actually.
They're not really, unfortunately.
There's a ton of them in D.C.
Nope, lots.
Yeah, so it's scary because the Constitution says something like no president or to be eligible to be president, you must be a natural-born citizen. What does that mean?
Right.
If
they can let foreign babies that are born in the U.S. are U.S. citizens, why can't we have American children born outside the country be citizens?
But the kids born within the United States to non-citizen parents become naturalized citizens.
Oh, that's right. They're not native.
Not natural-born citizens.
Okay. Yep. Subtle difference.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're saying is that Ted Cruz was a naturalized citizen because he was born outside of the United States. He was born in Canada to an American mother.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
His father was not American.
Wait a minute. So that would make him native.
What does native mean?
Well, I don't know what you're saying. What's the two terms?
Natural born.
Natural born.
And naturalized.
Natural. And they're saying he's naturalized?
Yes.
Well, then so was John McCain.
Yes.
And so was Romney.
Yes.
So...
So here's the deal.
I don't know how
here's
they
the
can...
deal. If these people were really serious about it and thought they had a case, they should take it to court and get some sort of whatever kind of ruling the court could do.
Right.
They could do something, whatever it is. I don't know if it's an
what the term
injunction
is.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
probably
I
injunction.
don't know. But they know it's not the case, right? I mean,
So it's just rhetoric.
absolutely just rhetoric that Trump's jumping on too. And I think Rand Paul even made a comment to that, something about that.
For it or against it? What did he say?
Against Ted Cruz.
Huh.
Like, they're not really friends anymore. And, Trump and Cruz aren't really friends anymore. And no one's friends. And no one likes Marco Rubio anymore. That poor guy.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard much from him.
That poor guy. He was everyone's favorite for a while.
Is he out of it?
No, he's still there somewhere.
Is he in the debate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I have...
so much for a 2-minute talk on that, huh? Go ahead. You have what? What do you have? You
A
want
free
to talk
speech
about
issue.
Iran? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, well, yeah, we could do that, too.
You skipped it, and I was all flustered.
I forgot about it.
Oh.
We can do that if you want.
Nope. Free speech in San Francisco, the bastion of free speech, and everything
Right, which
constitutional.
was odd, but I think
Well,
when I explain what this is. Although I agree with the judge's decision, and it will be very unpopular for that. But apparently it was a federal court.
If three
it was-
people
it was
don't
an-
like you for an opinion, which is equal to the amount of listeners plus me,
Yeah.
does that make you unpopular?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, now I feel bad. I think I'm going to cry. Let me get the Vicks Vapo Rub. Oh, there we go.
Are you think that's what he used was Vicks,
That's
not salt water or something?
No, they're saying
And that-
Vicks. That's the actor and actress's
Yeah.
trick. They use a vapor rub there.
Really?
Right, yeah. Someone was saying onions, but it doesn't always work. The Vicks really does, especially
Yeah,
if you
onions.
put it right on your eye.
Onions. Now, if he would have been up there cutting them,
Yeah.
that would.
Just putting these in the stew for later tonight.
But really,
Michelle's
I'm
a taskmaster.
I'm terribly upset about the children.
Michelle's just making me cook dinner tonight. I told her I had this really important speech about gun control.
Well, she wears the pants and he wears the bike helmet, so
Yep.
I mean, we know how that goes.
He's kind of a... Never mind. You know where I was going. Okay. So a federal appeals court on Monday tossed out a veteran's conviction. Now, he was convicted for wearing military medals he didn't earn, saying that's a form of free speech protected by the Constitution. An 11-judge panel of the 9th U.S. Court of Appeals ruled that the First Amendment allows people to wear unearned military honors, which I agree. Now, he was convicted in 2007 of violating the Stolen Valor Act, which makes it a misdemeanor to falsely claim military accomplishments. Now, Bush signed that into law in 2006, but the U.S. Supreme struck it down and said it's a violation, okay? So after the Stolen Valor Act was struck down, Congress passed a new law that says the Stolen Valor Act only is activated if you are profiting financially
right.
by lying about it, which
Right.
makes sense.
Sure.
And some of the comments you see is, well, what if people start wearing police uniforms? Well, you can wear police uniforms, right? You just can't impersonate an officer and claim
Right.
that you're a police officer.
Right.
What about actors that wear military uniforms and stuff all the time? What
Yep.
about costume parties and Halloween?
Well, we're not going to equate Hollywood with the rest of the country, are we?
We could, yeah.
I don't know.
If they can do it, I can do it.
I mean, they should be allowed to shoot, blanks at each other and wear police uniforms and all of that.
I do too. So what I would do is I would wear a police uniform and then always just have a GoPro camera on me and say I'm filming. I'm filming a movie. And
Well, you would have to have a license.
acting.
You would need a license.
No, I'm one of those independent filmmakers.
Yeah, right.
I'm going rogue. No,
but
I agree with
I don't
that.
know why you would think you're unpopular. I do know why, because all of the conservatives are mad at you now for
Right.
saying that you think you should be able to wear fake military or real military medals that
ones.
you didn't earn.
Right.
I completely agree with you.
Thank
now,
you.
you might be a dick if you do that and you're lying to people and
Right.
trying to
Same
get
with-
people to feel
Hey,
sorry for
same
you
with
or whatever.
burning an American flag.
Absolutely. It's the same. You're right.
So, if they want to wear whatever they want, Congressional Medal of Honor, go ahead.
Yep. What about having the presidential seal on your coat or something?
That I don't know about. That has special laws and rules about
Why?
use. Because it's the president.
Oh, he's special, isn't he?
But I don't know, because I think you can, no, I don't think there's a law.
I don't know.
Well, no, you can go into the